Yes, it's another Wednesday on our program, Midweek Connect. And when you see us on air like this, you know we have something special to dish out to you. And it's a special Wednesday, today, 27th May 2026. We have double celebrations in town. First, let's begin with the Eid al-Adha celebration by our Muslim brothers and sisters. Of course, it's a feast otherwise known as Feast of Sacrifice, where the Muslims are reminded of what Prophet Ibrahim did in sacrificing his only son. He was obedient to God, and this is the lesson they try to dish out to their members, fellow members, imams and the clerics, to telling them that they need to be sacrificial, obedient and devoted in their services to Allah. And it's a special day where Muslims converge on Eid praying ground to commence the celebration. And of course we know that right here in Benin City, that is going on at Ipoba Slope. The Eid prayer will be taking place there, and it's another celebration to join our Muslim brothers to celebrate and to wish them happy celebration, and also remind them that the lessons of this particular celebration should be carried out to the society so that we can have a better Nigeria. Well, that is, by the way, talking about today's celebration, but we really have something else to talk about on our program this morning, the Children's Day celebration. A lot of things are happening around the children, and you know 27th May is always a day children look forward to celebrate in whatever means they are going to be celebrated. We have schools, we have organizations taking it up to celebrate and make the children happy. And of course, you know, here in NTA is live and direct at NTA TV Road, where children will be, the NTA Benin will host children, celebrating them, giving them that opportunity to have a feel of the celebration. And I hope parents out there, you are ready to send your children there so that they can enjoy their day. But here in the studio, we have some persons to really talk about today. What do they have in mind? Talking about Children's Day. What should be the focus? What are the challenges? And what should be done to ensure that our children, their future is sustained? And so I have in the studio, if you can see that there are students looking good, and of course we have a parent too. But let me start from my immediate right here. I have here Josephine Chazoka,
thank you,
student in the University of Benin here.
You,
of course, you were once part of this show,
yes.
27th May, so we
yes.
know we have something to tell us. And next to him is a parent. Divine success, Asia.
Yeah, well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for coming to the studio.
Thank you very much.
And of course, we have Destiny Idahosa. So thank you for coming. It's going to be conversational. You're going to share experiences.
Yes.
Tell us, Heidi's.
Yes.
The children out there. Yes. So stay tuned and have us in this discussion. You could learn one or two things. Yes. Let's begin with the Destiny. Josephine Chiazuka. We are talking about Children's Day celebration. Tell us. I want to begin with us sharing experiences.
Yeah.
Because before I ask you the question, I look back May 27, when I was in secondary school, primary, secondary. It was always a day I look forward to as an individual, pupil, student. I always look forward to May 27 because it's a day you're going to show yourself. You show your school.
Yes.
You look so neat.
Yes, exactly.
You look so vibrant. Everybody's like, oh, I can't miss this day. You already know that some monies are going to go into your pocket and you're going to enjoy yourself real good.
Yeah.
I can remember an instance when it was 27 May, a day to it. I didn't make my hair. I was like, the person that was supposed to make my hair was like not coming as she was suspected to. I started raising alarm, making noise, crying all over. I said, I am the one holding the banner of my school. Why my hair is not made? I was giving trouble at home because I wouldn't want to miss that day. So before you know it, I had to look for someone else to come in and make my hair, because we were always given a particular style to make. So that, every school has to be unique. Yes. You want to win. And that is how it was. And it was a happy day for me. I wouldn't want to miss it. So I was out to attack any process that would not allow me to be ready from my crown of my head to the sole of my feet. So tell us your experience. What was it like growing up from the primary to the secondary school, always knowing 27 May is here with you? Share your story.
Okay. This question kind of brings back memories for me. From my primary school to my secondary school to the senior secondary school, I have always been picked as the top runner for each competition, Children's Day competition.
Okay.
So, and those that know the club, the colors of the houses, we have the green house, the yellow house, the blue house, and we always know that blue house and red house comes first. And fortunately for me, I am always placed in the blue house, and I'm the lead runner for those events, and we come out first. So this Children's Day celebration tends to remind us that kids out there, they have a voice.
Before we go there, you're sharing your experience, so you're always looking forward to it. Wow.
Yes.
What did you ginger inside of you?
Yes. I was always looking forward to it because that color alone, I run, I do march past. I'm a march past leader for our colors and everything. So it just brings back that memory for me.
All right, let's get you, Mr.
Well, thank you very much for
how was it like? I know now you're a father,
yes.
You are seeing your children, but you was a child.
Of course.
So
you see, back then and looking back now is nostalgic in nature. You see, though I was not particularly involved in any house, but I think I started going to stadium then as far back as primary 6, and it was very exciting. And when I'm going, I normally go alone because I'm the last born in the family to my mother. So but it was a great excitement to me, and I see it now that children should also be given the opportunity to still go to stadium. Like my first child now, he has gone to stadium, though the second one who's supposed to also go there, he has gone to help my brother. So of which I'm always looking forward to May 27 for them to participate in whatever. So yes.
You participated, so you're equally looking forward for children to also be part of it. Of course, it was destiny.
Very exciting.
What about you?
Well, my experience in Children's Day, aside school, from home, my parents took it as they make us feel special that day. It feels like we celebrating our birthday for the second time. My mom will wake us up early, take us to school, after doing every other activity in school, because in my school we don't really do sport or march past stuff like that on Children's Day. They throw us a party. They can say the dress code for the day is white and black or any color. Then they throw a party for us where we do talent on. Who is singing, who is dancing, competition here and there. We are winning prizes as little children. That day, no class, nothing at all. It's always fun. Every children look forward to it. And when we get home, my mom will always, or my dad will get us gifts, ask us how the day was, and tell us how much they appreciate us being in their life. It's something that every children, me and my siblings, we look forward to. We are always grateful that Children's Day is coming. Our prepping, we are going to make our hair. It's our own Christmas, our birthday and our Christmas together.
Yeah, it was a nice. Of course, I remember too that during Children's Day celebration days back, you would always have the state government. I don't know whether it's happening now. The state government, like I know in my state, they would always gather children together from different schools. Everybody march to government house. The governor, they organizes events for children, particularly for children. Enough to eat, enough to drink. You just meet other children, discuss, and it was fun. Wow. Government coming in to celebrate children. Aside the normal school activity, it's known that every 27 May, after your whatever you've done at the stadium and all that, children have a day to keep with the governor.
Exactly.
Wow, that was beautiful.
So I don't know what's happening.
That was the arrangement back then.
Yes.
But ours,
I
it
don't know.
wasn't really like that.
We hope that it's not just about the stadium alone. Children should be given the opportunity to enjoy themselves. It's just a day in a year, every 27 men.
Yes.
Now let's go into deeper matters. We are talking about children in the society. Josephine, we keep having this Children's Day every year.
Yeah.
Do you think it's really meeting up with expectations about the Nigerian child?
Yeah.
What are the experiences of the Nigerian child when this day comes up like this? What comes to your mind about the Nigerian child, the struggle, the challenges?
Okay. Every year, May 27 is celebrated as Children's Day, and over the years, children have been given their own voices to speak in public spaces, to do things that ordinarily they wouldn't have been able to do. That encouragement, the love for them, the care for their health care, their education, encouragement from siblings, their guardians and everything. So it's normally not just every parent that gives birth to a child. The society trains the child, the community trains the child, they involve themselves in everything that concerns the child. So definitely it's going well.
Divine success. What about you?
Year
in, year out, we have
to lend my voice to my colleague, the children need, they're supposed to see that their needs are met in respect to how they are taken care of, how they are loved by parents, by the society, and how the government also respond to them by ensuring that they are trained in a well, secure society, so that they will be free from abuses, and they are not exploited, they are not taken advantage of by the adult folks, and parents too on their own should also encourage, them to bring out themselves to participate as far as the 27th May is concerned, just by releasing them to go to their school or to go to wherever celebration is organized for them. So that is my take on that.
What do you see? Every year we keep having this celebration. Is it really meeting up with expectation for the Nigerian child?
Yes, to some extent it is. Nowadays, this celebration has encouraged parents to let their children be heard and be seen. Children are no longer in a place where they are silenced. They can talk, they can express themselves. They can, most times before, children, they don't get to say anything. They are always shut down by most parents. But now, children can talk. Oh, mom, this was wrong with me. They can express their pain. They are shown love and all. So I feel like Children's Day is a day that parents has actually gone all out for their children. They can go all out for them and show them love, which is very, very nice.
All right.
But please, in addition to that, I remember some years back, I don't know whether ITV will do it, and I've not seen that in NTA, whereby they are given the platform to also anchor in programs. So these are part of
we do that. We've been doing that. We give them the opportunity even to take news and other things like that. We've been doing that. It's a special day for them.
So it's a platform to really make children be heard and express themselves. So it's a good one.
Now we are looking at Children's Day celebration, looking at the children in the society today. What do you think are the major challenges children face in the Nigerian society today?
Okay, I can highlight just two for now. First of all is bullying by their folks. The second is low self-esteem. In university, secondary school, we tend to have kids that cannot speak up for themselves because there are other kids that feel they are better than them. So these things start from the home. You are, as a parent, as a guardian, you don't give your child a platform for him or her to air her views. You shut her down. You don't listen to her or listen to him. Then they go back to school and they receive the same treatment from their folks. It kills their morale to even go further to achieve their goals and everything. So That's basically.
So your one is low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem and bullying.
And bullying.
Yes.
That's what you've noticed about children in Nigerian society today.
Yeah.
Divine Success. What's your own experience? What do you witness about children? What are their challenges in the society?
One of the challenges children face nowadays is that we have so many of our children, roaming the streets, and which is not good. The parents have to do as much to see that these kids are taken care of by ensuring that they are well educated, of which the government too have to also come in, just like the program started by the past administration, that is introduced by Governor Obaseki, School O'Clock, whereby children are taken out of the street to see that they go to school even when the money may not be there.
Yeah.
So that is why the government has to declare free education from that I think nursery even to GSS 3. So if I'm not mistaken. So on the other challenge they face is parents not really encouraging their children to express themselves to an extent. When it comes to, let's say, sex education, the parents have to also make the children to know that these are what is obtained in the society, of which they will tell them how to take care of themselves in case anybody give certain signs or do certain things. They should know how to either reject it or alert other adults or their parents about being sexually exploited or harassed. Then I think the third one is that our children, as it were, they are not giving. I think they should be like we have this May 27 now. Everything that should be featured on that particular day should be about children. So they should be giving more attention on that particular day in order to express themselves, in order to say what is in their mind. Beginning from home and to the larger society. So and the society too should also, like my colleague said here, that it is not only the parents that give birth to the child.
True.
So and everyone in the society should see the child or the girl child or the boy child as his or her home, so as to learn their voice, to protect them, so as to learn their voice, to do everything to see that they are disciplined, to see that they are well taken care of. So that is that.
Yes, Destiny, what are your own side of the story? You agree with them? We have other points too.
Yes. When we get major challenges, one major challenge I can pick out is that children now are like exposed to some certain things they shouldn't be exposed to. That is a very major challenge. Because tell me why I see children of 12 years doing things that they're not supposed to do, being exposed to cartoons that they're not supposed to be watching. Why? Because their parents refuse to be attentive to these things. You understand? Well, when you spoke about children being exposed to sex education, my parents started talking to me about sex education when I was 13. They sat me and my siblings and told us these things when I was 13, that, oh mom, this what happened and all that. And when I was assaulted at 7 years old, I couldn't tell my parents at that time because I did not know what to say. I did not know how to talk. And around that time when I was 7, I was not, exposed to talking to my parents like that. I didn't know how to bring this kind of matter to my parents that, oh mommy, somebody assaulted me when I went for Christmas in the village. That's a long story here. So when my mom and my dad started talking to me, my mom and my dad, emphasis on my daddy sit us down to talk about these things. They started talking to us about sex education and all that. Everything, they did not hide anything. I was brave enough to tell my mommy that, oh mommy, this is what happened when I was 7. This is why I stopped going to visit my grandmom and all that. She was like, oh, she did not know. That why did I not say anything? I said I was scared because I was threatened that I shouldn't say anything and all that. My board of contention here is that children should be, should be brought to light about sex education, things that they're supposed to know, and even before they get to that age where they're supposed to be brought to light, that's at the age of 13, before they get to that place, they should try to protect their minds and their views to some certain things that they should not know now. That's all I have to say.
Yes, from all you're saying, because you seem to be pointing hands at the family. Because I think it's normally said that the family is the bedrock of the society.
Yes.
At least I did see a video, a report somewhere that a secondary school student had to take her life because she was always complaining that she's being bullied at school. She's being bullied at school, and it's like nobody was listening to her. And she now finally took her life. It was so sad.
So
A child
sad.
in secondary school.
And
What
most
will bring her
times-
to that
and most
extent?
times
So we seem to see a lacuna in the family from
Yeah.
what you're saying. So tell us, what is the family not doing well? We come to you. Let me hear. What is the family not doing
Okay.
to ensure that these children are not so vulnerable? Because given their ages, they are vulnerable.
Yeah, true.
What are families not doing?
Most times these kids, these teenagers, they bring these complaints to their parents, and due to the fact that maybe some of them are career driven, they tend to like ignore the children. They will come, mommy, I want to tell you something. Mom, I want to do this. I want to do this. Yeah, go and tell mommy, I'm busy. Mommy, I want to tell you something. Please, now it won't take like 5 minutes. Please, I just came back from work. I'm very, very tired. I'm very exhausted. I can't see. Okay, tomorrow morning again, they would hurry off to work, and the next day the thing continues.
So parents are not giving that adequate attention.
Most parents of these days, they
to
don't
their
give
children.
that attention to
Everybody's
their children.
trying to make ends meet.
Yes.
And the children, yes, as a parent, it falls on your table as a father.
Well, as a father, you see, what really happened is this. You know, in an attempt to meet up to the, at least not to the a maximum societal expectation, but at least to what you can afford. You know, very early in the morning, the father dashes off. The mother is also going to her own hand to go and see how she can augment what the man is bringing. So as a result of that, so many things are neglected. So many things are not taken care of. And by the time both of them return back from their outing for the day, they are exhausted.
Tired.
So the woman now take maybe the last strength to just prepare for the family, whereby the man comes, the next thing is to go shower, then eat, and the next thing is to also not having light, you know, this power supply to maybe keep the family together in the parlor to watch telly is another thing that also contribute to an extent, whereby if there is light, for example, the man can, even in his exhausted state, he can still sit down to maybe hear his children or hear what they have to say. Like myself as a parent, as soon as I return back from outside, I always call my children. In fact, I even put a policy at home that as soon as they return from school, they should first of all keep their bags, their school, their books anyway, you know, at a particular place. I can easily reach out to them to, you know, to assess their performance for the day, or whether they have even written anything. Then secondly, I also made it a thing that whoever has anything to say should reach out to me or reach out to their mother. And I discovered, though they are more closer to my wife than myself, and maybe because of the way I discipline them, because it is what I expect from them. So, but on the other hand, to really help our children to be who they're supposed to be, parents have to do less of hustling, though it should be calculated, and give more attention to some silent needs of the family, of which children are included, in order to have healthy children, you know, children who are well groomed, who are well disciplined, because everything boils to the family. Because once we get it right in the family, then the society at large will also be fine.
Let me stay there with you as a father. We know that one of the challenges also is right to education.
Yes.
And we see that the family itself, in a situation where you have children joining in taking care of the family, probably because of the size,
Yes.
parents cannot really cater for the children because they have so many of them around and all that. Is this also a problem that you see in the country? Family size, the children, because you see a lot of them on the street.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trying to do this or that too. And is it supposed to be the situation where parents are now letting their children to be out there?
in terms of educational.
As if they're the breadwinners, and it deprives them of being. Some children, you see them on the street, were supposed to be during school hours.
But
is this not a great challenge?
You know, it's a challenge to an extent. It can
distort the growth of the society.
No, it's a challenge to an extent. I remember growing up with one of my cousins. When we returned from what we now call kindergarten, it was Gary school then, whereby we carry slate. When we returned from our Gary school, myself and my brother, we hold our hands and go and meet our grandmother at the market. So by the time we get there, you know what is going to happen. But what I want to say is this: that does not really stop children from going to school. We help our mothers while growing up. In terms of, though we were not saying it as say contributing to the upkeep of the family. Our mother was a trader back then. So when she brings something from this village market, and for them not to get spoiled, we have to join her in selling them. So we give to myself and to my siblings to go and hawk them. By the time we return back, we bring money, and that one makes what she bought to easily be disposed or sold out. So, but the thing is that for parents not to allow their children to go to school at the school hour is not encouraging. It's not encouraging, because most of these professors we see nowadays, and even those people, our leaders who are highly placed in society, I think 90% of them help their parents to sell, to do whatever, but that did not deprive them from going to school or becoming what they're supposed to become. It's just that I think the parents who are doing that, they don't know the importance of education, that the education is the key. Education is a foundation for a better children, for a better society, and for a better future. So that is why, if these parents, for example, really know that education plays vital role in the life of the children, they will not deprive them.
So that therefore puts to consideration what children families should have, because when you consider the times that we are in,
yes,
it calls for proper planning
of
family, so that it's coming to your destiny.
Okay.
What do you think families are not doing well? From what you shared your experience, that at a time you couldn't speak, but it came to a point you had to speak. What do you think families should be doing?
I'll use the scenario you dropped when you said a girl killed herself because she was bullied. I grew up in a family where my parents would always sit us down to ask us, how did your day go? It's a very, very necessary question to be asked. Did your day go in school? My parents are very busy people. My dad works and come back home weekends, sometimes 2 weeks after. So my dad makes sure that before he gets back home, he will tell us, write down everything that happened in a week. Like, we had a journal. He bought all of us a journal. So you write down everything that happened in a day. And in a week, that's on Saturday when he's back, after doing everything, he will sit in the parlor, sit all of us down. Then you ask us, how did your day go? And everybody will be talking, be expressing herself, will give everybody advice and all. While my mom, on the other hand, who is very busy, she doesn't have time when she comes back. But early in the morning, she wakes us up at 4 o'clock in the morning. As we are cleaning and trying to keep the house, or trying to come here, I go home for holidays and all. So she will start talking, how did your day go? How was school? My little brother, who is 8 years, grew up into knowing all this thing. This is the tradition of the house. So anytime you come back from school, mom, see what happened in school.
So that means you have this relationship, the father-child relationship, talks together, so that you are able to say your mind. Speak out. This is what families should establish. Yeah. Parents and children should have this communication link, such that there's no gap created, because it has really spoiled a lot of things for families, for children. Because at the end of the day, if I cannot talk to you as a parent, who will I talk to? I can talk to the wrong person, and the advice I'll get may end up spoiling my life, marrying me, and all that. I think from what they've said so far, families have a lot to do. Outside the family too, we do see that from what we've gathered, children have a lot of challenges. We have child labor. We have human trafficking. Children are involved. We have sexual molestation
and harassment.
We will see an elderly person at the end of the day had the sexual knowledge of a young person, and these are children. So amidst all these challenges that children are passing through in the Nigerian society, let me come to you, Josephine. What should be done? Government, organizations, spirited individuals, what should be done to protect the right of the Nigerian child, to ensure that once we say children are the future of tomorrow of this country, are they the future of Nigeria, what should be done to ensure that this future itself is sustained for them?
Okay. During my time in secondary school, then I remember we had some girl child clubs in school that would encourage you to speak out, maybe when you are being harassed, when you are being molested or something. We had clubs. Sometimes we come every Friday. They'll give you a note. You just write your problems and you just shuffle it in a box or something, and they'll pass it round. Then a random person might just open your question or your answer, then answer from his own perspective. Then we'll now gather, we'll collate everything, then answer. The leader would answer. So government and schools inculcating these little what's it called, groups and clubs in schools would go a long way. Also, children and parents should also try and reduce the usage of phones. They give children phones. Phones has done more harm than good to children. Coming from parents censorship with their children's phone, some parents will just be like, okay, I give him the phone, should go. If you are disturbing me, go take the phone. And when they take the phone, they do whatever they look like with the phone. They go online, they watch videos, uncensored videos and everything. I was scrolling through TikTok the other day. I saw a cartoon that is supposed to be meant for kids, and it had nude scenes in it. I was like, so some parents would also give their children their phone, and they'll go through TikTok and they'll see this thing I'm seeing.
So it really calls for close monitoring, like the clubs you've talked about. I think in Edo State recently, the gender-based violence clubs have been launched in secondary schools by the state government to bring the students nearer to government, to tell us what's happening. Let us hear from you, from your own. Yes, let's listen to you. You know, we are looking at the area of insecurity for children. We've had reports of schools being attacked. Children are abducted, insecurity. Although we have government has come up with the Safe School initiative, what more do you think ought to be done to protect the school environment, the learners, the teachers, infrastructure from being attacked? Because when they are attacked, they are affecting the quality of education.
Thank you very much. I think on that, the government have a lot to do. Because when you talk of security, it's majorly by the government of the day. We know, talking of the government, we also talk of the community. So the government have to put up security framework or architecture, to safeguard schools. Like our school presently, they are very porous. Porous in the sense, you only have gate man, and that gate man, no other security personnel attached to him. And if at all they put security personnel, maybe police or any civil defense corps member, they should also harm them. And by so doing, they are ensuring security of our children in our schools, and also, kind of stopping vandalization of government properties. So government has a lot to do when it comes to that, and the parents too. There should be a kind of parents-teacher association whereby they discuss this from time to time, and to see how the parents can come in to contribute their quota.
Yes, Parent Teachers Association.
Yes.
I did hear someone complain some time ago that association is not really encouraging schools again. They don't have that platform again of parents coming together with the school to talk about issues. I hope it's not really through, because those days we had PTA. Yes, parents and teachers, they will come together to discuss and all that. Let's hear from you, Destiny, by way of wrapping up. What do you think will make the big difference to ensure that children, the Nigerian children, are not vulnerable from what you've highlighted?
Well, I would say I will start with using our phone at a very early age. You understand? Like she said, children are exposed to different things on the internet. Things that me as an adult see on the internet, if I'm scared, I'm like, oh, what if a 10-year-old pick up the phone and see this thing? So me, from my own experience, my parents gave us phone or started giving us phone when you get admission to the university.
Okay.
So everything boils down to parents and the society. The parents need to start early. Don't expose your children to what they're supposed not to see at their early age, because it will affect their psychology, their emotions, everything. And everyone has a role to play in ensuring that the rights of the children are protected. The children are not vulnerable in the society, because all what we are looking for is generation after generation. There should be people taking up leadership, taking up mantle to ensure that we have a sustainable Nigeria. Thank you so much, Josephine Chezuka.
Thank you very much.
It's been a wonderful time sharing your thoughts on today's Children's Day, and of course, divine success, Asia. Thank you so much for coming to share your thoughts on today's celebration, Children's Day, and of course, Destiny Idahosa. Thank you so much.
A pleasure.
Yes, Children's Day celebration, a lot needs to be done. Parents, teachers, government and other stakeholders, everybody must be united in this fight to ensure that the children get what they need and they are trained in a way that the society will be better for it. And of course, before we go, let me remind you that Nta Benin Network Center at TV Road is holding Children's Party today. Of course, it will be going on it can be starting right now, 10 o'clock in the morning. So ensure that your child is there to have the best of the celebration of Children's Day. Thank you so much. We will meet again next week for another edition of Midweek Connect. Until then, bye-bye.
Do you live in Aduawa and environs, or you need a conducive and open field in Aduawa for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, annual ceremonies, family or corporate events in a serene and conducive environment that is close to nature? Then look no further. Nta Benin Aduawa is a place for you. Nta Benin Aduawa has a large field for all your events and ceremonies. Also, at NTA Corporate Headquarters TV Road, we have a state-of-the-art fully air-conditioned ultra-modern hall for all kinds of indoor events with a standby generating set, therefore ensuring uninterrupted power supply. We also have NTA Pavilion for all outdoor events at